Hi guys, I'm Ray from Flipping Nuts, and what we're going to be doing today is showing you guys how magnetic particle testing works. It's called non-destructive testing, but we're going to be specifically doing the one called MPI. So it requires magnetism to reveal cracks. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take a light reading so that we can know that the surface we're going to be testing on has the right light intensity to actually perform crack testing. So this is what you call a lux meter right over here. This thing gives us our light reading. So as from here, I'm going to place it on the surface and I'm going to check what reading we're getting. Reading looks rather good enough. So the right reading that you need to get is about 500 lux, but we're not going to be pointing that out exactly right now. What we're going to really be focusing on is how the cracks get revealed to you guys. What we're doing is we're going to be changing the contrast of this material, obviously because we have a white contrast, and in order to reveal the cracks we have a black ink, right? So this black ink, what it does, it goes in between a crack and it actually causes new poles, which creates an indication which shows you your crack. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you exactly how I change this contrast so that we can then begin to actually inspect this. What we have done now is we've changed the contrast of this material, and as you can see we sprayed it white. So now what I've got over here is a proper contrast change, but now this in my hand over here is a Castrol strip. This is used for a field strength indication so that I can know that my magnetic yoke is giving off enough field strength in order for me to perform crack testing. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to place this right over here. So I've placed the Castrol strip down now, and that's going to be our field strength indicator, right? So I'm going to spray this black ink onto that Castrol strip, and it's going to reveal 3 lines on it which you obviously couldn't see while the camera showed you that strip as I placed it down. So that will tell us that this yoke is capable of performing magnetic particle testing. It has enough field strength. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to place the yoke down just like that. So now what I do is I trigger this yoke. As you can see, here's your trigger. There we go. So now I trigger it to cause magnetism to flow through the material. I agitate my particles in the can and I spray it from a distance. And as you can see over there, our 3 lines start to indicate. There we go. So there's 3 lines that have indicated, which means that we have enough field strength to perform crack testing. So now what I've done is I'm magnetizing this part, which we have now changed the contrast of, and I'm going to test this material for a crack. Let's see if we find something over here. Right. So as we can see, there's no crack that is being revealed over here. All we have over here is some slight porosity right over there if you look nicely, and then we have some welding that obviously just needs to be blended in properly with the material. Alright, so right over here on the specific part of this item we're testing, we have a crack that we can see with the eye, but now we're going to show you how that crack gets revealed. So I place the yoke down, I cause magnetism to flow through the material, and then I add my black magnetic particle spray again. And as we can see, our crack is lit up, lights up like a Christmas tree. I'm now going to show you how this black ink, as I spray it and add magnetism, how this magnetic yoke causes these particles to move around so that we know how the crack testing actually gets revealed.